All right, everybody, it is another great music theory day here at North Central. Today, we are going to talk about bass clef ledger line notes. But before we get into that, we're just going to do a quick review about notes on the bass clef staff. So as a reminder, there's several different ways that we can think about the bass clef staff. The lines on the bass clef staff, if I zoom in big time, right, just jumping right in on it, we have G, B, D, F, A. So some of my favorite things, the classic, good boys do fine always. I like great big dogs fart a lot. George Bush drives fast always. Any of those are really, they work. G, B, D, F, A. The other thing that we can think of is A, C, E, G for the spaces, which is all cows eat grass is the classic. Had somebody this year tell me Anderson Cooper eats garbage. That's a pretty funny one. So whatever you can think of, those are the spaces, A, C, E, G, right? The other thing that you could remember for the notes of the bass clef staff is that this right here, the bass clef, is an F clef because it points to F. So if you look at it, this dot right here and these two dots are on either side of this line, which that line is F. So that is pointing to F. So, and then once I know that this is F, if you can just remember that bass clef is an F clef pointing to F, then if I know this is F, then I know this is G, and I know this is A, because I'm going up the alphabet, right? Except then when we get to G, we start over. Or I can go backward through the alphabet. So this would be E, D, C, B, A, G, right? So it's just like treble clef, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We just need to know where to start. And that's what the clef is telling us, is where to start. So good boys do fine always. All cows eat grass. Those are the lines in the spaces. And then just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if you can only remember one of those things, if you can just remember the F that the bass clef points to, or you could just remember all cows eat grass, or you could just remember great big dogs fart a lot. If you can remember one of those things, you can figure out the rest just by doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And then starting over and over again, and do that forever and ever. Amen. So that's what we have. So if we're doing that, I'm going to go through and identify all of these notes right here on this first line here. So I'm looking at 4.2, which is more practice with the bass clef. This is just a quick review. So this first one here would be B. Then we have A. Say it with me. All cows eat. This is E. And then grass, G. Then we're on the top line, which is A, D, G, F, B, G, C, D, A, B, C, G. Just like that. So we'll make it clear that it's a G. So that's how we do bass clef. The rest of this page would be the same thing, but we're not really talking about that today. That's just a review, because what we're really talking about are the notes on ledger lines. So a reminder that a ledger line is this little line right here, either this one that the note is sitting on, or this one that it's going straight through the note. Those are called ledger lines. And we use ledger lines when we need notes that go above or below the staff, because we're always not going to be able to stay directly on the staff, right? So on bass clef, we know that the top line, because great big dogs fart a lot, we know that the top line is A. So this note right here would be A. And so that is why when we keep going up, this one that sits right on top is B. Then the next one that is on the first ledger line is C, and then D, and then E. And something you'll notice about E that happens with as many ledger lines as you want is that once you get up past a ledger line, you have to write the other ones that you've skipped over so that it's easy to count. So when you're writing E, you can't just have it float up here by itself and then say that that's E, because it looks too much like C over here, right? It looks too much like C if I just write it by itself. So I have to put the other ledger line right below it like that. And that tells me, oh, I can count up and I can go A, B, C, D, E. So that's an E, okay? So again, we're just using the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we know the top line was A, so I'm counting A, B, C, D, E. I could go forever. We won't go this high on any of our quizzes, but theoretically, I could have a ledger line all the way up here. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea, but we'll count it out. You ready? because this is A. So I'm going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. This is a B. Okay. That's theoretically allowed, but you would just use a different clef because that doesn't make any sense to write a note that high. But that's what that would be, is B. That's how the ledger lines work. And it works the same way going down. This is just like treble clef, but now you have to go backward through the alphabet. So we know the bottom line is G because, again, great big dogs fart a lot. And then we're going backward through the alphabet. So we have G, F, E, D, C. And the same rules apply when we're going down, that you have to use all of the lines. So I can't, again, I couldn't just write this here by itself. I have to do the 2 lines like that, right? And again, I could theoretically go forever super low. So if I wrote a note like this all the way down here and I did, let's see what that note would be. So this would be, I know that this is G right here. So I'm going to go backward through the alphabet. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. This is an A all the way down there. I had no idea, but I just counted. And that's how you can do it too. All right. So that's really all that you need to know this week. So on this next line, we have practice, and this will be exactly what your quiz is going to be like this week. It's just going to be notes on the bass clef, and some of them will be on the staff, and some of them will be off the staff. That's it. So when I do this one, I'm going to look, and I could see up top, I can use it as a reference to fill this out, or I could just remember and count them up. So I know the top line is A in bass clef. So this one right above the top line is B, and right above that is C. Down here, I know this is G, so I'm going to count backwards. G, F, E, D, C. So that's another C. And then this is C also on the staff. All cows eat grass, right? And then, oh, look at what they've done to be clever. This is D, D, and D. And then this one is E, E, and E. They're being so clever. And then F and F, and then G and G, and then A and A. So they're giving you all the pairs there. But so that right there is like all the notes on the bass clef. Not quite. There's 1 or 2 more that they didn't put in, but that is most of them. Okay, so that's really all you need to know for this week for the quiz. But the main point is because we did have a lot of people that struggled last week with the bass clef, and I think it's just realizing that it's different than treble clef. So when you see this guy over here, that means the rules change, and where the letters are is in a different spot. So make sure that you're paying attention to the clef, and that you just make sure that once you figure out which clef you're in, you just got to find your starting place with either great big dogs fart a lot or all cows eat grass, or remembering that it points to the F. And then once you find your starting place, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that doesn't matter which clef you're in. It always works like that. All right, so have fun with this. You can fill out the rest of this page to practice, and then you'll be ready to go for the quiz. So hope you have a great Tuesday. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you soon. Thanks.